Se preparó, se puso linda, su amiga llamaba. Salió de rumba, nada le importó, porque su novio ella le engañó.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back filming another video for you guys. So today's video, I'm going to do it. Another one's going to be for my more professionals. I'm getting to my makeup tutorials, don't worry. I am going to get back into doing just like normal videos where we're just hanging out and we're filming like fun videos. I am going to do more story times, and I'm also going to do like more makeup tutorials and everything like that. But I decided in today's video that I wanted to do another professional video. I feel like these are very helpful for you guys that are in the professional world, and I kind of want my channel to go towards both directions. I want like makeup tutorials, but then I want to help the girls that are out there learning how to do hair and makeup and everything, and they're in beauty school and whatnot. So that's kind of the direction I'm trying to get my channel to grow to, and I also want it to be a very positive channel. I am so sorry if you hear my loud ass fan in the background. It's so hot in here, you guys, and I have all the lights and everything, and my ring light and my vanity light and everything, so I'm literally sweating up a storm right now. So I'm just gonna leave my fan on there, or I'm gonna literally be drenching. It feels like that Texas heat has finally hit and I'm like dying. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to grow your clientele if you guys are in the hair industry. So first, I'm going to tell you guys kind of my tips and tricks of how I've been growing my clientele since I have been in a booth rental situation. It's been really fun. The only thing that's so hard about being, of course, self-employed and being booth rent is that you have to come up with your own clientele. You have to do marketing and promoting for yourself, and it is literally very difficult. A lot of people don't make it in this industry doing booth rent because it is a very hard thing to do to be able to afford to be booth rent, unless you're like married and you already have money and you have it saved up and you either like have a ton of clients already or whatever. But when you're first starting out, it is very difficult to get your name out there. So I'm gonna help you guys with my tips and tricks of how I've so far have been marketing myself and promoting myself and getting clients in my chair. So the first thing, of course, that we're going to talk about, most of this is going to be social media. So this whole video is going to be how I'm getting clients through social media. It's very easy. I feel like I've had a little bit of experience doing YouTube with my old channel and how it was kind of a bigger channel. I did a lot of self-promoting so that my channel could grow and I could gain subscribers and views on my videos and all that good stuff. So I feel like I kind of had a little bit of experience in it, and I kind of know more or less kind of the numbers game you have to do. So pretty much, if you have a hair page on Instagram, that is the first step. If you do not have an Instagram hair page, business page, then make one. That is like the biggest thing. All of my clients, at least like 99.9% of my clients, come through social media. Most of them come through Instagram, and I have a couple that come through Facebook, so we'll get into that. So Instagram, of course, you post the pictures. You guys, when you post a picture, use hashtags. Hashtags are a great tool to build your clientele and everything like that. So I use hashtags. The type of hashtags you're going to want to use, of course, are going to be local places. So for instance, I work in the DFW area here in Texas. So what we're close to is we're close to TCU, which is a big college, and we're also close to the Fort Worth Zoo. We're close to like Magnolia Market, Sundance Square, downtown Fort Worth. So my salon is really close to all of these like bigger popular locations and places that people tend to hashtag or put on their location, especially if they are visiting or if they're from the area. People tend to like put their location and where they're at. So that's what I do. I always add my location on my pictures on Instagram. So what you're gonna want to do is, of course, you could say put your location that you're at the salon, but people are only gonna see that location if they're already looking up the salon. So for instance, the salon that I work at is called House of Hair, but I'm not going to put House of Hair as my location. So I'm going to put either Fort Worth as my location, I'm going to put downtown Fort Worth, I'm going to put the zoo, because everybody's going to the zoo right now. It's summertime, you know, everybody's doing stuff. Downtown Fort Worth always has like a fun of little events and activities that they have going on, so a lot of people are going to be using that as their location as well. So whenever they put that, for me, if I'm going somewhere, I always tend to look at the location just to kind of get a vibe of where I'm going. And I do that when I go to clubs too, because I'm like, man, how should I dress? Do people dress casual or do people go all out? So I kind of use the location and I look to see who else is there, so I can get an idea of like what I'm gonna wear when I go to the club. So the same thing kind of works with hair, I feel like. So, or like with the location, so people are going to look at the location, they're going to see some pretty hair and they're going to click on it, and they're probably going to end up following you because they're like, oh my god, like, it looks good. So that's one other thing. At a location, hashtags are always important. If you do hashtag, you can of course hashtag balayage, highlights, colored hair, whatever you want, but most of the time girls, like people that are in the area looking for a hairdresser, are not going to hashtag balayage, because when you hashtag that, it is such a broad word and a broad hashtag that literally it could be somebody in New York, it could be somebody in, you know, Colorado. Like, it's literally going to be so broad. So definitely use local locations, local hashtags to do it. So I would hashtag DFW hairstylist, hashtag Fort Worth hair, hashtag, you know, something that has to do with places around you. Sometimes I even hashtag like Fort Worth Zoo, or hashtag like the colleges around, the malls around you, just anything that's gonna get people to see where your location is, because you definitely, it's all about location. You're in a certain location, you want to gravitate towards people in that location. So another tip that I do, a lot of people find this, it's very time consuming, but it works. So I follow people, I hashtag Fort Worth, right, or add location, I see who's there, I see the kind of clientele that I want. So I'm looking at different pictures of girls. This is so creepy, it's kind of like a stalker, but you almost have to be a stalker when looking for clients, because you're literally scouting for clients. So I find people that I'm like, oh, she looks like she gets her hair done, or she would want to get her hair done. You look for the type of clientele you want. I click on that one, I end up following her. If she's already like open, she's not a private account, you can see their followers, and I literally, I will go through all of the people in their area that I'm like, oh, yeah, like she has friends that are also going to live in Fort Worth. Obviously, if you live here, then your friends are going to live here too. So I look at all those people that live in the area and I just start doing a following spree. You have to be careful because Instagram might think of it as you're spamming, but it works, you guys. Like, go follow a shiitake ton of people. I literally will do follow sprees every single week. I only try to do them like once or twice a week, where I will follow like 100 new people in the area. And honestly, you guys, out of the 100 people, I always get a few that will message me for their hair. So it's always good to look for people in the area. It's great advertising. And honestly, it's just really easy. It's easy to do that because they might not want their hair done now, but if they like your work and they see your pictures and they're like, wow, she does really like a really good job, they're gonna follow you. And they might not want it done now, but they're gonna see your work from you posting, and they're gonna remember you and your name and your work, and they're gonna be like, that's who I'm gonna go to when I actually do want to get my hair done. So that's kind of how I've been doing that. Another thing is, how frequently should you post? I post, and I've gotten feedback from some of my friends that do the same thing. They try to post at least once a day or every other day, just to make sure that your feed is up there, that you're very active. If you're very active and people see your posts tend to be one of the first ones that pop up for them. So that's kind of what you want to do. You want to be one of the first people that they see. You want to be able to, like, when you post, you know, you want to always post your best work. Don't need any of this like half-ass jobs. Like, post your best work that you're proud of, and that you are like, I can do this for you, like whatever. So definitely post your work once a day or every other day. Be very, very active. Another thing is on Instagram story. Instagram story is such an amazing tool on Instagram, and I absolutely love it. I use it literally every single day. Every single day I have something on my Instagram story for people to see, and it really does get your views up. It gets your interaction going, your engagement growing and going. And that is something that I also use a lot, is the Instagram story. I'm always posting funny memes that have to do with hair. It makes people feel comfortable. I feel like it makes people feel like you're relatable and you kind of get it. And it's also a good place to kind of spread knowledge. You can also do that in your hair posts, but I always try to put it on my stories because I know some people get a little, like, they just want to see pretty hair. They don't really want to see like educational posts. And I feel like if you put it on your story, people tend to read it more instead of just swiping through. And so I always put on there like the process and the work and the actual behind the scenes type of stuff. So it's a really good place to put that, and it's also a good place to put your availability. Sometimes I do post it on my actual page, but in that way I feel like a lot more people view my Instagram story than actually like my pictures and view it. So I want to make sure that as many people as possible see my availability so that they can be like, oh, she's available this Saturday, then I'm gonna book with her. So it's a really good tool like that. Another thing that I really use, and I think is very good to use, is client selfies. I know that sounds so stupid, but if you post people's like client pictures and stuff like that, I feel like it gets a really good engagement. People start to see who you work on and stuff like that, and it's just really good. So I do post client selfies from time to time on my Instagram story. It kind of gets more people to be like, oh, this person likes their hair, and they get to see like the feedback that you're getting. So it's a good little thing to put in there. Another thing that is a huge way to get followers or clients. So this is a way that you can get followers and clients. I tend to find that the more followers you have, the more clients you have, obviously, right? But it's also a thing with numbers. It's really just a numbers game. Everything I feel like in business is a numbers game. People see how many followers you have and they think you're doing amazing. And they think, oh my God, she's so well known. She has like thousands of followers, so she must be really good. And it's kind of like a facade, but I guess it's true. Like, if I see somebody that does like nails or something and they have a ton of followers, I'm like, oh, she must be really good at nails. Even my nail tech that did my nails look so ugly right now, but she literally is booked a month and a half to 2 months in advance. Like, it's absolutely insane how freaking busy she is. Like, she's so busy. And when I met her, she only had like 2,000 or 3,000 followers, and now she has 10,000 followers. And she told me her tip was post every single day. Make sure they're good pictures, something that you're proud of, that you are like, oh, this looks good, people would want to come to me for this. And yeah, just keep posting like your best work and people will come to you, and it just kind of grows from that. Another thing she said, as well as I'm telling you guys, is giveaways and collaborations. If you're starting a business, I know it's kind of hard to offer free services, I get it, but honestly, if you could do something that's not going to require too much work or product as a free service, then that's like the best thing to do a giveaway. So me, I did a collaboration with her and another boutique, and we were doing a giveaway collaboration, like all three of us. So she was doing a full free set of nails, the other one was giving away a t-shirt, I believe, and some earrings or something, and then I was giving away a free deep conditioning treatment. So for me, deep conditioning treatments are helpful for your hair, but they're not going to require so much effort on my part. So it's not like I'm beginning and I'm going to be using like a ton of product, you know? And the more you grow and the more clientele you have, I think it's amazing if you can offer it to give like free balayage and everything. But honestly, free balayages scare me because I'm like, that's a lot of product, and right now I'm not making that crazy amount to be able to give away that, because it's gonna be, you know, like probably a $250 service, and that's actually going, half of it will probably be used in products for that person. And so if you can do something that's minor, I know a deep conditioning treatment from the professional stores that we go to, they're only like $15, and you can buy one and you can use it literally for up to like 10 different people. And honestly, you wash the hair, put that on, put her under the dryer for 20 minutes, and then rinse it out and style them, and it's really not too much effort or hard work or anything, and it's a good way to kind of get the engagement going because people want free stuff. You know, everybody wants free things, and that's like a great way to get people to follow you, is from doing giveaways and collaborations and getting free stuff. feel like I have talked so much. I have one last thing to help you guys kind of grow a following and build a clientele, and that will be doing, again, it kind of goes with collaborations. I do a lot of collaborations with influencers in my area. So definitely, if you're like wanting to do something, see if you can get more followers and more promotion for it, ask influencers to promote you. Now, I have done this. I do have two influencers from today that are actually coming to me tomorrow to get a free deep conditioning treatment, and all I required was them to post like that I did it for them and that they, you know, like, it's a deep conditioning treatment that, you know, their hair feels so much softer or whatever, and just post me and my location and like to book with me or whatever. And honestly, it's so good if you can do that, because it's just like, it's like free promotion. And you know, if they have a lot of followers, that's like what they do. That's pretty much like me on here with you guys. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys like, oh my god, I love this product, and you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, she loves this product, I trust her opinion, let me go like buy whatever she's selling. So honestly, you can do promotions with influencers. It's pretty much just like YouTubers and how they promote stuff. So it's their job. If they like it, they like it, and you know, that's just kind of how it goes. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all of my tips and tricks. I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but if you guys have any more questions or anything like that, leave a comment down below and I will try to get back to you. If you guys have any tips for anybody else, also leave them down below in the comments so we can all share advice and everything. But yeah, I love you guys so much. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
Se preparó, se puso linda, su amiga llamaba, salió de rumba.